guys, welcome to episode 10 of Fearless, and just like that, 2 more episodes and season 1 will be done. My name is Tracy Wanjiru, and thank you. I am, as usual, inviting you to be fearless. So today's episode, we have a fearless lady. She's so beautiful. She's an African pop star, and that is Nadia Mukami, and she'll be telling us all about her musical journey. But other than that, today is a big day for her because she is dropping her EP. So stick around for all the details, but also she'll be asking our skin expert some of her skincare questions. So that is also going to be coming through. And of course, a big shout out to Mentholatum Acne for making this possible and bringing their goodies. And we are going to be giving away gift hampers. So I'm excited for that too. And lastly, a big shout out to the Clubhouse at Trademark Hotel on the 10th floor. The views are insane. Like, we were here, we were trying to do our thing, but we couldn't help but just zuba. Have you just ever zubad and you're just, that's so Reven? Yes, that's how we were. But thank you so much for the hospitality. Thank you so much for this beautiful room. Like, we are having a good time. I think we should all come for a sleepover here. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. Hope you enjoyed. So make sure to like, subscribe, and of course, tell a friend, tell another friend that Fearless is where it's at. Let's get into the video. So our guest today is our leading 254 female African pop star, and it's so good to see how she's carrying our flag. And today's a very, very big day for her, and we're going to be talking everything music, everything passion, everything being persistent with your journey, and most importantly, skincare. Help me invite Nadia Mukami. Yeah, today's your big day. So please tell us why today is your big day. Today is 28th Monday 2020, and it's going to go down to the books as
I'm launching my first EP, my first music collection in a very long time. Actually, it's my first, so there is no long time. So the name of the EP is known as African Pop Star, the EP. It's an EP that aims at, trying to show the world that there is a pop star in town. There's a pop star from the Swahili-speaking nations, which is Kenya. So I'm pretty excited. As a first project in 3 years I've been in the game. Yeah.
And I'm so excited because I remember one of the first interviews that Nadia had was on my TV show, that is Tin Republic.
Yeah.
And just looking at you now, and I was telling her behind the scenes that it's so hard for you not to recognize God's faithfulness in such a journey. Because of the first time we met and where you are at now. It's so incredible. I mean, did you see yourself here in 2020?
To be honest, I didn't, because if I said I did, I would be like beating my chest, which is not cool. But God has really been faithful in my journey. There has been ups and downs. Most of the time I get, she just got into the game very fast. But the preparation, the plan that I had ever since I graduated has been amazing. Because I started doing music when I was in campus. So that fan base, I carried it with me, and the hard work I've been putting in. So I think it's just, as you said, God's faithfulness and God's favor. Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
So tell us more about the EP. How many songs, what collabos should we expect, and so forth?
The EP has 7 songs, some of which I have released. It was supposed to be released in April, but because of the whole COVID-19, the whole corona situation, we had to postpone and make sure we are ready for it. So among the featured artists, there is Tanzania, there's Namibia, there's Zimbabwe, there's Nigeria, there is Kenya. So we have Maua Sama from Tanzania. We have Sanaipei Tande from right here in Kenya, a beautiful song. Someone I really look up to. She's like my idol, and someone I always love her songwriting skills. There's Orezi from Nigeria. He's really, really a global artist. There is some artists I met on Coke Studio 2019. That is Lioness Nam and Tammy Moyo from Zimbabwe and Namibia, respectively. And there's Calligraph Jones. There's a long list.
Okay.
But it's an amazing EP. Make sure you check it out. Yeah.
So I'm going to ask, because I remember when I told my mom I was having this interview, her first reaction was, please tell Nadia I'm a big fan and I love the song Jipe. So is Jipe going to be on the EP?
Yeah, it's on the EP. It's a song that we are almost 2 million views. It's a song that we really spent a lot. We went through a lot of stuff shooting the video. We had to fly the guys from Tanzania, Mario and his team, to Kenya. We had a lot of yani ilikuwa na changamoto
Ilikuwa
nyingi. Yes, but I thank God it's a hit. Upon the first day of release, we had like 200k views, and it's really big in TZ. It has really gathered me like some fans from Tanzania. So I'm really excited about the EP, and the hard work has really borne fruits. Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
So for many people who would ask like how you're able to balance your fan base here and TZ, because your sound is able to cut across both markets.
Yeah.
How are you able to balance that and keep your sound very true to Nadia?
I think there's a time I was listening to a podcast by Vanessa Mdee and Paul Ntusi from South Africa. And they talked about the American dream. Most of the time when you're an artist, there's a way you want to be like Kina Beyonce, you want to be like Kina Rihanna. I feel like we can build our own American dream from right here. Let them come and take our dream and take it there, but let us not chase it from another place, right? What I mean is, let us stay true to our African self. If it's a Swahili-speaking nation, let us try to reach to that local mwananchi, that mwananchi wa mashinani. I come from Mwehoko, so nataka nikiongea, nikiimba, someone in Mwehoko and someone in Mombasa, someone in Tanzania, they can be able to buy into my sound, right? So that is why I decided to come up with a name like the African Pop Star. I'm trying to stay true to my sound, true to my voice, to my sound, and everything I stand for as an African woman.
So as a fearless woman, right, what would you say has stayed authentically Nadia? Because we were talking behind the scenes and we were saying how you can't go here, you can't go here, you can't do this, you can't do this. But what has authentically stayed true to who Nadia is? Even for your fans, how can they really feel the true, authentic Nadia?
I think it's, for me, it would have to be like the self-sufficiency as a woman. There's one thing I try to sell, even if someone asked me today, you know, every brand, like the Tracy Wanjiru brand and the Nadia Mukami brand, what does Nadia Mukami stand for? I believe in self-sufficiency, especially in this era whereby women are told, you have to be like this for you to fit in the society. I'm self-sufficient the way I am. You know, I'm self-sufficient in my body, in my physique, in my skin tone, in the sound I speak, in where I come from. I'm self-sufficient as a woman. I'm not trying to add, I'm not trying to subtract anything. I want to represent the young girl to look at me and be like, she loves herself like that. She carries herself like that. She's done this and she's made it. So I want to represent self-sufficiency, and I want young girls to look at me and be like, she's self-sufficient now. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, as a woman, you're able to do everything. And I don't
true.
know where that narrative came from, that, you know, you look at Nadia and you see how much she's grown and you're like, there had to be a man somewhere.
That is one question that I really like to debate, because most of the time I'm asking myself, if it's Otile Brown has, sorry to mention names, it's just an example. For instance, if it's Otile Brown with 10 million views on a certain song, Otile is really hardworking. But if it's Nadia Mukami, almost 5 million views on a song, haiwezi kuwa ni Nadia. Yeye ndo anapata hizo madeals. Kuna buda tu hapo. There's, you know, I really hate those things, because it's 21st century. Women are doing it for themselves, you know. Is it the Budesco, like I see on social media they call them, the Budesco giving the 5 million views on Radio Love, you know? Is it the Budesco giving almost 3 million streams on Boomplay Music? Is it the Budesco? No, it's real fans. It's the hard work, the struggle behind the scenes. People don't see it. So I think we need to mentor our young girls. We need to tell the women out there that it's okay. It's legitimately okay to be a self-sufficient woman, a woman who can do stuff by her own. So I think that's the message that I've always tried to pass across. That's why I started my financial discipline journey, because it's 21st century. Women are doing it for themselves. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Can I get an amen?
No, I agree. And I love that, because, you know, if another woman can see you doing it, I think it really empowers you and pushes you to be fearless enough to conquer that, you know? So as we talk about being authentic, being, you know, true to yourself, I think also you've stayed true and authentic to your journey, right? Because when we go back to when you started and now, it's been such a tremendous change, to be honest, in such a short time. Because in 3 years, for a female artist in your magnitude, 3 years is a very short time, right? So tell us more about accepting and being patient with your journey, because I feel like for so many of us, we're so fast in getting the views,
Yeah.
getting to 5 million views, getting the money.
Yeah.
So just take us through your process.
I think anyone who's worked with me, they can tell you. First of all, I'm like very, very aggressive. And one thing that most artists don't get, that before you have a management, this is yours. Like, kuna kuwaga na ile laziness ya wasanii. I'm not saying all of them. I'm not mentioning names, or it's just like
Right.
a general discussion, right? Msanii unapata, you have management, so unaka, you just wait for people to do stuff for you. I like to be involved in my stuff, and that is one thing that has really helped me throughout my journey. Being involved in being like a team player. Nakuwaga like mstari wa mbele, because I don't treat myself as an artist ama as a person. I treat myself as a product. Na ukikuwa na product, ile time umefungua shop yako,
You wanted to sell.
you want it to sell. So there is me, the Nadia Mukami, the person, and there's the Nadia Mukami now, the product. It's not even a brand. It's a product. Ndo hii sasa tumeishika ndo hii product. So that is one of the things that has helped me to push my brand, to push myself. Unaweza pata in a short time, I've been able to do much. There's also the other issue of kupush mziki, si kusimama. There are so many challenges, and most of the time we're like, wacha nichukue break, I sort issues. I tell my team, tuna sort issue kama tunalia. But you're just doing something, you don't pause to be like, wacha tu I take a break, nifikirie hii situation. Unalia ukiifanya. It's like when we were growing up, our mothers anakwambia ujaosha vyombo, ndio hivi vyombo ni chafu, unapiga ukiifanya. So I think it's not stopping, especially the building years. I listened to a lot of this finance stuff, and I did finance. I did finance in campus, and there's one thing that I have learned about building a business, because for me it's a business. It's the first 999 days of a business are very crucial. Hizo sando jasho yani, you have to give it your all. And once imepick, now sasa ni ku-maintain your biashara venye inaenda. So once you treat it like that, I think things become easier. And of course, get a team. You can't be the manager, the producer, the bookings, the words. You have to let to let people get a share. Yeah, because most of the time we want to earn 100%.
Very true. And I even posted on my Insta story, and I said, you have to have people who share God's greatness with you.
With you, yeah.
I mean, it won't be fun to just be there.
Like
on your own.
Yeah.
That's why you celebrate birthdays with other people.
True,
that's why you celebrate big milestones in your life with other people, because you need them. Right? Yeah. So other than Nadia being the biggest African pop star, you're still a girl like us.
Yes.
You still go through issues like us.
Yes.
And that is why today we want to answer some of Nadia's skincare questions. So stay tuned. And this part is brought to you by Acne's. So stay tuned, because Nadia, I got to hapa, and you need to hear more about the EP. Stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Maureen Nyaga. I'm a skincare consultant, and I'm here to answer Nadia Mukami's questions about skincare, general questions that she's been asked on social media, and anything that she feels she needs to be answered. I'm here to answer the questions.
So my first question has to be, how do you deal with dark circles around your eyes? How do you deal with that?
Dark eye circles. Normally, what causes dark eye circles? Sometimes it's stress, sometimes it's lack of sleep. And basically, if you want to also get rid of all those dark eye circles, what you normally do, if you're not getting enough sleep and if you're having too much stress, just get an eye care kit specifically to take care of that area around the eyes.
On to my second question. How do you deal with the dry skin? How do you deal with the dry skin?
Dry skin. What causes dry skin? Sometimes it's lack of a balanced diet. Do you drink enough water, like 8 glasses to 14 glasses a day? If you don't, please start from there before you even invest on a nice product for dry skin. Invest on your body as well. Don't just invest on your skin. Invest on your body, what you take and what you drink as well. Get enough rest. Make sure you take a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables. Make sure you take care of your skin internally before you take care of it outside.
My third question has to be, during menstruation for a woman like me, and there are people who have pimples around their face, how can you get rid of that, or how can you deal with that?
That happens to almost every woman, even I with a perfect skin. You find out it's your hormones that are probably fighting with your body, which sometimes you don't need to do anything. You just need to let your body fight the pimples or the breakout. Or if it's something that it's too much, does it leave you with spots? Or does it sometimes just comes for those 3-4 days and then it disappears? If it comes for those 3-4 days and it disappears, don't bother with the pimple. What you just need to do, make sure you drink a lot of water, make sure you have a balanced diet. And if it's something that bothers you a lot, if it comes during the menstrual period, does it take long before it disappears? Probably you need to visit a skincare expert. They can give you something you can apply on that area that has gotten a pimple, not the entire face.
And my last question has to be, how do you deal with dark spots? Most of the time you wake up and you have dark spots around your face. How do you deal with that?
What has caused the dark spots? Is it because of every time you get a pimple, do you squeeze it or do you just try and ignore it? What I advise people, it's don't squeeze it, because most people, what they do, when you're trying to squeeze it from home, you don't do it right. So try not to squeeze your pimples. Normally, when you get the pimples and you squeeze them badly, it will leave you with a spot. But of course, there's something that you can apply on the spot, a home care regime that you can apply at home. On the dark area, you apply something to lighten the skin, not to bleach though, to lighten that area that has a spot. I hope I've answered Nadia Mukami questions. And if you have more questions, you can still go ahead and ask on social media. We'll gladly be here to answer your questions.
So for acne, for people who are suffering with acne, then we have the treatment set, yeah? Mm-hmm. So quickly take us through this treatment set and how they should use it.
So there's, let me open this. So here we have a cleanser that you need to use on a daily basis. If your acne is very bad, this I will advise someone to use it twice a day. Use it in the morning and use it in the evening. In the evening, you've been exposed to too much pollution, too much, whatever, you probably had makeup or you didn't have any makeup, but as much as you've walked outside there, impurities are going to get into your face. That is going to get into your face. So when you get back home, or when you're done with your activities for the day, you just need to come home, make sure your hands are clean, and dig in here. And then we have a toner here. Once you finish cleansing your face, wipe it off, or just rinse it with running water, however you like to do it. So once you're done with this, dig into a toner. Wipe your face nicely, make sure that the entire cleanser is over 2-3 times. Once you finish, make sure your face is dry. Apply a toner. A toner is supposed to soothe your skin. Remember, you've rubbed your face nicely, you've removed all the dirt, all the impurities. Dig in with a toner. It's supposed to soothe your pores and clog your pores. Once you're done with that, now this is a home care. Once you're done with this, you come here. You need to seal your pores. You apply sealing gel. What the sealing gel does, it's an anti-inflammatory. And you know you're tackling the pimples of acne. So what happens with the sealing gel, it kills the bacteria that are coming out on your skin. So whenever you apply this, it's like just putting medicine on the affected area.
Right.
Yeah. So what you do, you apply this, and again, it's supposed to regulate the secretion of sebum on that area. So it's just going to tackle that area and penetrate inside further your pores and regulate the circulation of sebum.
So for the cleanser, you've said twice a day.
Yes.
So for the toner, I'm guessing twice a day.
Yes.
And the sealing gel?
Twice a day as well.
Okay.
For the cleanser, like I said, you can use it twice, depending on your skin type, or depending on how bad the acne is. If it's very bad, use it twice, in the morning and in the evening. If it's not very bad, use it once. Why do I say if it's not very bad, use it once? Normally, you'll find out if your acne is not that bad, in the morning, the only thing you need to do, don't use the cleanser. Just use warm water. Wipe away the impurities that would have probably generated overnight.
Right.
Wipe twice and then use a toner. Once you're done with the toner, come to the sealing gel. If your acne is very bad, make sure you use the cleanser twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now another question that many people ask is, after I've taken care of my acne, there are some two spots in his natural. So how do I take care of those spots?
These, of course, after every period of time, your skin generates a new skin. So what normally happens, if you're suffering from acne, you'll notice you've sorted out the acne, but the spot, like you said, they're there. There's an aftercare for the spot. So what will happen, you'll stop this. Once you're done with this, get into another section of taking care of the spot. Now, that is where this come in. It's an acne vitamin cleanser. It's a wash. So this one, you don't use it like you used to use this one. You have to reduce it at least for the cleanse. For this one, I said use it twice. This one, try and use it once, because you don't want to worsen the treatment. Because you're already done with this, you're entering another session of the aftermarks. So this one, you only do it twice. All once. Again, it depends on how bad your acne was. So you'll find out, as much as you're using this acne, the first ones, this one, you'll find out the marks are not very bad because of the sealing gel. You'll find out they're not very bad. If they're very bad, use this, and then now you use the C10. C10 has vitamin C and vitamin E, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, which will work wonders. So you wash with this and put the C10, the entire face.
Right.
Yeah.
So for the C10, how many drops should you use?
About 3.
About 3?
Yeah, about 3, 4.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll find out it depends on the size of your face. So some 3 will work, some 2 will work, some 4 will work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now lastly, the moisturizer. A lot of people have asked, mbona inaitwa white? Does it mean that it's a bleaching cream?
Now, that's the thing. It's not a bleaching cream at all. What happens, anything that is written white, it doesn't suit. Okay, I also get that question a lot. Does it suit our black skin, or it's only meant for the white skin? No, it's meant for all skin type. It's only that it brightens your face. It doesn't bleach. And I tell people, if you've used products that bleach and you're trying to brighten your face or to even your tone, the brightening thing, the whitening thing will not work, because the component that is used on bleach don't go hand in hand with the professional care of, like you said, the acne. They don't only have home care, they're also trying to sustain. So what happens, if you've ever tried to bleach your skin, your face will not go so well with the whitening. So I tell people, once you start the bleaching, don't stop, because there's no reverse. And the whitening cream, it just evens out your tone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a tone evener.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Maureen, for answering Nadia's questions and also some of the questions that our fans have been asking. So we will be telling you how you will walk away with a gift hamper courtesy of Acne's. But for now, we need to get back to catching up with Nadia, whose EP is launching today. So stay tuned. Thank you so much, Maureen from Acne's, for taking us through that session. Nadia, umeridhika na answers?
Nimebambika sana. Now I know what to do. Now
Yay! And I'm going to be giving her an Acne's hamper. So she'll tell me in a few weeks kama imeweza ama iwezi. But I'm sure the results will be amazing. So Nadia, congratulations. Today's a big day for you. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much.
So Nadia, for anyone who wants to get the African Popstar EP, wanaweza ipata wapi?
So guys, the African Popstar EP is now available on Boomplay Music. So all you have to do is download the app and stream the 7 tracks, which are like fire. You're gonna love them. There's Sanape, there's Maua Sama, there is Mario, there's Calligraph Jones, Fenagitu, Orezi from Nigeria, Namibia, Zimbabwe represented. So I have poured my heart and soul into the EP, so I'm sure you're gonna love it. Popstar to the world, Kanadia Katambe, daily. Asante.
I'm so excited, and thank you so much, Nadia. This has to be one of my best episodes, and also because we're drawing closer to finishing the first season of season 1 of Fearless. I'm so happy. Thank you so much,
for
Nadia,
having me.
and
This
continue
has been
being
fun.
a fearless woman. Kwa
Amen.
sababu-
To the world.
Exactly. Unaweza.
Naweza.
So for any other woman who wants to be fearless, what would you tell them?
As always, something that Nadia Mukami stands for, self-sufficient as a woman. We can do it. We can do it, sisters. We can, you can be that pilot that you've always wanted. You can be that artist that you've always wanted. You can buy a home. You can buy your own car. So I just want to preach to the sisters who want to be self-sufficient. It's time for self-sufficient women. Women who can do it for themselves.
And that is you. She is talking to you. Don't ever doubt yourself. And that's why you're here. You're watching us. And this is Fearless. A big shout out to Nadia. Again, thank you. Make sure to stream her EP. It is exclusively available on Boomplay, like she said. And make sure to follow her on her social media pages, because it is your support that makes her the biggest African female pop star. And other than that, we are also giving away gift hampers. So make sure to follow me on at Tracy Wanjiru on Instagram so that you can see how you can walk away with an Acne's gift hamper. Thank you so much. And lastly, we're thanking so many people. I'd like to thank Trademark Hotel for exclusively giving us this clubhouse. It's so beautiful.
It's really
the
beautiful.
Views.
Right.
You can literally see the entire Nairobi from the 10th floor of the Trademark Hotel. The colors, the decor, beautiful. So thank you so much for your hospitality. Thank you so much for accommodating the team and I. We are so grateful. So to you who's watching, continue to be fearless, and thank you so much for your love and support. Yours truly, Nadia Mukami. Make sure to stream. And of course, myself, Tracy Wanjiru. This is Fearless. Mwah. Goodbye, guys.